Hello, and welcome to the Edison State Community College College Credit Plus informational presentation for the 2024-2025 school year. Let's get started. Today, we'll discuss program information, cost to participate, course information, steps to get started, ESCC services, things to consider, as well as the transition after high school. Throughout this presentation, you will hear College Credit Plus, referred to as CCP. We'll start off by defining the College Credit Plus program itself. The CCP program is Ohio's dual enrollment opportunity for students beginning in 7th grade leading up to their high school graduation. The CCP program allows students to earn high school and college credit concurrently, promotes college and career readiness. Classes taken within the program are highly transferable. Edison State offers accessible course offerings such as courses held at high schools, if available, 100% online, and offered through Edison State Community College campuses. Lastly, this program allows students to satisfy high school graduation requirements at the same time. The big question is, how much does it cost? The good news is that participation is free. There are no application fees, no assessment fees, and textbooks and tuition are included. Students are responsible for purchasing consumable supplies, and it's good to be mindful that there are financial risks associated with taking CCP courses. If a student fails or withdraws from a CCP course, they are responsible for reimbursing the school district for the costs associated with the course. Two important notes. Public school students, participation is free within funding limits, which we will talk about in a future slide. And for non-public and homeschool students, they must apply annually for funding through the state's website, and funded credit hours are awarded annually and may vary differently each year. So let's talk about course options. Students may take up to 30 credit hours per academic year. The academic year starting in summer, continuing with fall, and then concluding in the spring. Courses that are non-CCP courses taken at the high school may change the amount of credit hours a student is able to take through the CCP program. There are course registration limits to be mindful of. With some courses, there are prerequisites that must be met prior to registration. The first 15 rule dictates that students must complete at least 15 credit hours of level 1 courses before progressing to level 2 courses. Course exclusions for the CCP program includes private instruction, remedial developmental courses, physical education courses, study abroad, courses with high fees, and then secretarian courses. CCP probation is handled by the high school. That leads us to the topic of course content. It's important to remember that CCP courses are indeed college courses. Sometimes this means that the content of the courses may be mature, potentially graphic, explicit, violent, or of a sexual nature. Within the Edison State CCP application includes a parent permission slip where parents can sign off acknowledging this content requirement, as well as a mature content questionnaire where the student also acknowledges that they have the necessary social and emotional maturity to take these courses. We encourage parents and students to review course descriptions, course syllabi, and required materials online before beginning a course. Now let's talk about grades. It's important to note that grades are recorded on a high school and the college transcripts. College classes that are 3 or more credit hours equals 1 Carnegie unit. A Carnegie unit is 1 year of a high school graduation requirement within a certain topic. For example, if a student were to take English Comp 1 through Edison State through the CCP program, generally that will count as a full year's graduation, high school graduation requirement within that topic. Within the first 2 weeks of the beginning of each semester, a student may drop a course and not have it reflected on their high school or college transcript and will not be responsible for reimbursing the school district for costs associated with the course. After that 2-week deadline, you would be within the withdrawal window, which means withdrawing is when a student will have a W on their college transcript and they will have to be responsible for reimbursing the school district for the costs associated with the course. It's good to remember that these courses have lasting impacts. They will impact your high school GPA as well as your college GPA, may impact athletic eligibility as well as financial aid eligibilities. And now we'll talk about the difference between failing a course or withdrawing from a course. So, failing a course or withdrawing, either way, a student will be responsible to reimburse the school district for the costs associated with the course. Withdrawing, however, will not affect a student's GPA. Failing, on the other hand, will. In addition, there are informational points here that talk about academic probation and CCP probation and dismissal. So the next question is how to get started. The number one step is attending your high school's, if eligible, you're attending your high school's CCP night if they host one. In addition to that, and the most important, is submitting a letter of intent to your high school by April 1st for the following school year. For example, if we are wanting to participate in fall 2024 CCP courses, we will need to submit our letter of intent by April 1st, 2024 to be prepared. So below here, we have the Edison State admission steps. It's as easy as applying online through our admissions portal, establishing our eligibility, registering for classes, and then completing the online new student orientation. Once again, an important note for private and homeschooled students is that you do have to submit an extra application to receive funding for your CCP classes. This means that if we are looking to participate in fall 2024 CCP classes, for example, we will need to submit all of our admissions steps, our letter of intent, and then if we are hoping to receive funding, that funding application needs to be completed and submitted by April 1st of 2024. You can apply online for the Edison State CCP program and complete the required supplemental items, including the parent permission slip and submission of the high school transcript through your admissions portal. And you can apply online through www.edisonohio.edu through the admissions portal or by scanning the QR code before you. So when we talk about the CCP program, we generally ask two questions when it comes to establishing eligibility. The first question we ask is, how do I get into the program? To establish CCP program eligibility, we have 3 methods to determine this. The first method is from a high school transcript, where if a student has a 3.0 or higher, cumulative higher GPA, then they are accepted to the CCP program. The second avenue we can go down is a 2.75 GPA and relevant high school coursework. Along with the 2.75 GPA, we look for English 10 or higher with an A or B, Algebra 2 or higher with an A or B, any AP course, and a junior level career technical course. The third and final avenue we have for establishing our CCP program eligibility is through a college-ready assessment score. We can evaluate this through the AccuPlacer, which is a free placement test Edison State offers its CCP students to determine eligibility and meeting a 250 in the reading section or a 263 in the math section. Or we can also judge by ACT scores, an 18 in the English section, 22 in reading section, or a 22 in the math section. A student must only hit one of these benchmarks to receive CCP acceptance to the program. The second question that we ask is, now that I'm in the program, what classes can I take? Establishing course eligibility is the next thing we will talk about. When a student is accepted to the CCP program, they are permitted to take courses that do not require a prerequisite. These courses include courses such as communications, intro to communications, intro to business, intro to criminal justice, personal finance, and several others. The next eligibility we have is for English Ready. Courses students can take with this level of course eligibility include U.S. History, English Composition 1, Sociology, Psychology, and many others. This English Ready placement opens up the widest breadth of classes available to CCP students, and those requirements are listed there underneath number 2. Number 3, we have Math Ready. These are for students who want to take courses such as college algebra, trigonometry, and pre-calculus. Those requirements are listed there underneath that. And then number 4, we have Stats Ready. Students with this course eligibility can take courses such as quantitative reasoning, general statistics, and some science courses. If you have questions about establishing program or course eligibility, feel free to refer to our website at www.edisonohio.edu/ccp or speak to your enrollment manager. So then that leads us to selecting courses themselves. So sometimes it can be difficult to choose a particular course. We recommend thinking of a few different things and keeping them in mind when considering your course selections. Career pathway or goals. If a student has a certain career pathway in mind, we encourage them to pursue things and courses that will challenge them and introduce them to their chosen fields. We can also keep in mind high school graduation requirements, skill developments, and personal interest. The format that Edison State offers varies. We offer courses at select high schools. We also offer courses at Edison State campuses, which include the Piqua campus, Greenville campus, Eaton campus, and the Troy campus. We also offer courses that are 100% online through our online course platform called Blackboard. So then we talk about the process of registering for classes. Registration occurs each semester, summer, fall, and spring. If a student is considering registering for a course that is online or at an Edison State campus, it is required for them to complete a CCP registration form. This can be done through their high school counselor, as all forms require the authorization through the counselor and or through your enrollment manager. This must be submitted prior to the term in order to register the student for the class. Courses at the partnering high schools, so courses that are held within a high school, are handled through the student's high school counselor through batch registration. There are different deadlines to be cognizant of, such as the add deadline, which is prior to the beginning of the semester, the drop deadline, which is typically 2 weeks after the beginning of a semester, and then the withdrawal window. For more information about these important deadlines, please refer to our website listed there, or once again, please utilize your Edison State Enrollment Manager. That leads us to new student orientation. This is an option for students to complete online through Blackboard. It allows students to get a general overview of what their online courses and on-campus courses will be like through Edison State. It allows them to learn to navigate the online classroom and acquire many other skills that will allow them to hit the ground running in their CCP courses. And that then leads us to our ESCC services. Your enrollment manager is a fantastic resource that can provide you with many different advantages. They specialize in CCP admission processes and questions. They can assist in setting academic goals. They also can assist you with CCP course selection and registration. I like that because if a student has a certain goal or if they're thinking of a certain career pathway, enrollment managers can assist them in finding certain courses or pathways that will best help them pursue their goals. Enrollment managers can also assist in full degree planning. They can also assist in giving an idea of what the transition and transfer process after high school is like. And they can also help with odds and ends planning for post-high school. So that is applying for scholarships, understanding financial aid, and other valuable steps for planning for post-high school. And lastly, we talk about things to consider. Starting College Credit Plus classes is a big step, and there are some things to keep in mind when considering taking this big step forward. Be thinking that the format and content and pace of these courses will be a little bit different than your average high school class. The average high school courses are designed to be extended over a full year. Typically, Edison State courses and other college courses are designed to be one semester long. So being familiar with that, FERPA is the Privacy Act that protects your students' information and restricts what college personnel can speak with any outside person other than the student about. This leads us into a change in communication. Parents and counselors, that is something that your student will be taking the lead on communicating with their faculty, with college staff. College faculty will be teaching these CCP courses that are online and at Edison State campuses. So they will only communicate directly with the student. And allowing them to take the reins on that communication is a vital lesson that comes with the CCP program. It also is a planning component. We encourage students to define goals, establish a career pathway, and plan a degree completion plan that works for those goals. That's something that enrollment managers in your district can help your student do and answer any questions that you may have along the way. And then lastly, think long game. Think what the transition after high school would look like. Be thinking about that goal setting. It can assist in that career pathway management, but then we also can help you by sending official transcripts. That is something that you will request through Edison State's website, through Parchment. And that is something that we encourage you request when you get final grades for your final semester in the CCP program. And that will be sent to a 4 or 2 year institution to officially transfer your Edison State credits. And then finally, we talk about Edison State scholarships. That's something your enrollment manager can help you with. Definitely make sure to ask them for more information. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching my Edison State College Credit Plus informational presentation for 2024-2025 participation. To learn who your enrollment manager is, please visit our website. It can provide you with who your enrollment manager is, as well as valuable information about the program, www.edisonohio.edu/ccp, or shoot us an email anytime at ccp@edisonohio.edu, or give us a call at 937-778-8600. Thank you very much, and good luck.